Welcome to today's webinar presented by Supercoder.com. Supercoder.com is an online coding solution offering Part A and B coding reference tools, resources, and not more than 30 specialty coding and compliance newsletters from the Coding Institute in one site. I hope you enjoy this short session.
I see diagnostic coding errors may lead to money losses, many times rather substantial. Diagnoses provide the medical necessity or the reason for a urological service. Non-payments for CPT services, such as procedure and office visits, may result from an incorrect primary diagnosis or actually a missing primary diagnosis or an absent secondary diagnosis. Let's go to page 3. When we do incision and drainage of a scrotal abscess, that CPT code is 54700. The correct ICD-9 code mandated by Medicare and most private carriers to get this procedure paid is 604.0, orchitis, epididymitis, and epididymo-orchitis with abscess formation. The code 608.4, other inflammatory disorders, actual scrotal abscess, is not the code that most carriers will pay on. Another money loser with reference to diagnostic codes is the coding for debridement for Fournier's gangrene. We have 3 codes, 11004, and that's debridement of the perineum and external genitalia, 11005, which would be debridement of the abdomen, and 11006, which would be debridement of the perineum, the external genitalia, and the abdomen combined. These codes have 0-day globals because of the fact that in the treatment of Fournier's gangrene, many times you have to repeat the debridement of the various areas. It is important to remember that the correct ICD-9 coding for these procedures to ensure that you will be reimbursed is that the primary diagnosis should be 785.4 gangrene, and the secondary diagnosis, ICD-9 608.83, Fournier's gangrene. That sequence of coding will be required to ensure that you will be paid for those 3 debridement codes. Let's go to page 4, and let's talk about the excision of skin lesions of the scrotum and ICD-9 diagnostic coding errors. When we look at cysts of the genitalia, most likely cysts of the scrotum, we are talking about a sebaceous cyst or cyst and an epidermal inclusion cyst or cyst. The primary diagnosis, the ICD-9 for sebaceous cyst, is 706.2, and the primary diagnosis for an epidermal inclusion cyst is 608.89. Now, it is important when billing for these procedures, the excision of these cysts with the above primary diagnoses, that we also include secondary diagnoses, which really give the reason for the removal of the cyst. 459.0 would be hemorrhage, 686.8 and 686.9, various infections and local infections of the cyst. 695.9, unspecified erythematous conditions, redness of these cysts. And 782.0, disturbances of the skin sensation, such as pain, such as itching. And these latter 4 codes supply the medical necessity for the excision of the cysts. Many carriers, including Medicare, without a secondary diagnosis, the excision of the sebaceous cyst may not be paid by Medicare or other insurances. The above 4 diagnoses, along with the primary diagnosis, are needed to indicate the reason for the removal of these cysts.
SuperCoder is the fastest-growing online reference tool with more than 25,000 subscribers. Call 866-228-9252 to get a free product demo or sign up at supercoder.com for a 7-day free trial.